Okay, hello everybody. Okay, so I'm a freelance paralegal, and I go into the city every so often to file papers at the Family Court Building at 15th and Arch. I live in Germantown. Usually I take the train, but on this particular occasion, I took a ride share, a Lyft. So we get on the expressway at Fox Street, and we're almost at the Philadelphia Zoo, and he pulls over on the left to the shoulder. I say, driver, what's the matter? He says, I don't know, this car doesn't sound right. He gets out of the car, he looks it over, he says, gets back and he says, this car is something's wrong with whatever it was that was wrong, and I'm gonna have to call Lyft. I don't feel safe to drive. So he calls Lyft, and the first thing he asks is about getting me to my destination. And Lyft says, well, we don't do that. We don't go out in the middle of the highway and pick people up. So then he arranges for a tow truck to come and get him. And I'm thinking, this is insane. They're not coming to get me. I have to sit here. And they said I could ride with the tow truck driver, who will be there in an hour and a half. So I call Lyft, which is, you can't call Lyft. It's mission impossible. So I say, well, I'm calling the police. I call the police, and they say, well, this is now the state police, because you're on an interstate, and the state police say, they asked me a series of questions. Yes, we're on the shoulder. No, it wasn't an accident. It was a breakdown. Okay, well, we can't give you, it's not an emergency. We can't give you a time when the police will get there. I said, what? What? I'm sitting here an hour and a half and in a Lyft ride. I have no control. And they go, well, miss, do you feel unsafe? I go, well, yeah, I'm scared to go. They say, well, is it the driver? I go, oh, no. Now I feel like, they're going to think I'm a Karen, and I don't want them to think that. I said, no, it's not the driver. I'm just very nervous. Okay, please. So we're just sitting there, and then the next thing I know, inexplicably, the driver, Timothy, starts to drive. I said, Timothy, what are you doing? You said the car's not safe. He goes, I'm going to try to get you to your destination. Now I hear the rattling that I didn't hear before. I'm saying, begging him, please don't do this. Pulls over now. We're on the other side of the road, okay, on the shoulder. Again, he now said, well, look, nobody knows where we are now. You got to call Lyft. So he calls Lyft to tell him the tow truck's to come somewhere else. I call the state police. They said, yeah, okay. Why'd you move? I said, don't ask me. It's not my car. All right. So we're sitting there, and as pathetic as this might sound, I don't have anybody to come and pick me up. So we start making conversation. I go, well, Timothy, do you do anything else besides drive Lyft? He goes, yes, I sell women's self-defense products. I go, oh, like what? He goes, well, like this. Pulls out a comb, innocent-looking thing. Click, a little knife pops out like a switchblade. Goes, this is a knife comb. I go, oh, my God. Sitting in his car with a stranger with knife combs, and God knows what else he has in there. And I am like sweating bullets. I am sick to my stomach. I'm thinking, what am I going to do? Please think. Get somebody to pick you up. I can't think of anybody. Okay, now I said, oh, God, you got to call Lyft. I got to call the state police and say, move. Why did you move? I don't know why you moved. Anyway, I said that. All right, so anyway, now, after a little bit, now we're sitting there, there's dead silence. And now he goes, I'm going to make some calls. So he starts calling friends, whatever, and I can't hear him really. And then he goes, okay, my sister's coming to get me, and she'll be happy to take you wherever you're going. I say, okay. I'm thinking to myself, okay, now I'm going to get in a car with not one stranger, but two. And one of them I know has weapons. Okay, think, Naomi, get somebody. No, nobody comes to mind. Okay, so this woman pulls up finally. She seems like a very nice woman. She says, yes, I'm familiar with where you're going, 15th and Arch. I live and work in Center City. I go, okay. I really don't think I have much choice. So I get in the car, and she proceeds to miss the exit. We're at the zoo, and she's going down towards the Walt Whitman. And I'm thinking, this is it. They're going to take me to Jersey somewhere and chop me up. I know about true crime. I read true crime and I listen to true crime. There's couples who kill just for the pleasure of it. Meanwhile, now I think, okay, what do I do? Okay, I'm going to call the police. I called the state police. I said, well, we're not in the car anymore. We've moved. I'm in the car with The driver, remember the Lyft driver, Timothy, and his sister. The police starts yelling at me, saying, why? You can't abandon your vehicle, miss. I says, sir, it's not my car, please. Well, then that didn't go well. So the next thing I know, somewhere in this melee, we're headed back to Center City, towards 15th and Arch. She says, okay, there's your building. You want me to drop you off? I said, please, drop me off in Love Park, across the street, just so I can get my bearings before I go do my work. And thank you both very much. So I'm in Love Park, chilling. It's a beautiful day, about a month ago. And I realized that these were two really nice people. They went out of their way to help me. And that was my close call. Thank you.